Nothing inside, none of this nonsense, and nothing over the phone. Alright? I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. You know what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out?
I got a call from one of Diddy's people.
Okay, this is set up.
Yeah. And I didn't say who it was.
Right.
You know, and I just said he wanted to talk to me.
Okay.
And if this person wanted to talk to me,
right,
you know, so it had to be for Diddy because I never with him.
I could have just kept my mouth closed.
Period.
I didn't have to tell Miss Wallace nothing.
Dang.
I didn't have to say nothing to nobody. That's what people don't understand. I chose to. You understand? They want to make up the stories they want to make up. And that's what you get this internet. You got a lot of people making up stuff. But then when the stuff come true, they look stupid. They don't say nothing. They quiet as...
The people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line.
A recently leaked phone call from Diddy has completely set the internet on fire. People everywhere are talking, reposting clips, and trying to decode what's really going on. That's right, Diddy, the hip-hop legend and business powerhouse, is currently sitting behind bars. But what's really shocking everyone is how he's been communicating with his son. Reports say that these calls aren't your average check-in moments. It sounds like Diddy's been using a slick, undercover way of passing messages through the prison phone system. Now, these jail calls are supposed to be monitored, right? But somehow the conversation that leaked seems way too polished, way too calculated, almost like Diddy knew it would reach the public. Some fans believe he's speaking in code, while others think he's trying to send a message to certain people outside the jail walls. And when you listen closely, there are little pauses and word choices that just don't sound random at all. Something about this call feels like it's carrying a hidden meaning, and the internet detectives are losing their minds trying to crack it.
Diddy's private island, shipping container island right across the way. Diddy's island with all of his friends, just a short drive away from a very huge island platform full of shipping containers, and you have to go right next to the Coast Guard. We all know it's been sealed and talked about. What are the odds that this man lives on this island just a short walk away from this entire platform of shipping containers? Come on, what do Diddy and shipping containers have in common? Did anybody else know this? This right here kind of blows my mind, because if I was some star, the last place I'd go put my island is anywhere close to anything like that. So why in the world are these two so close to each other? And what do these and this have in common? And the fact that you have to go right past the U.S. Coast Guard? That's pretty crazy. But hey, Diddy's island that just got raided is a short boat ride away from a whole bunch of shipping containers. Do you see that?
Some people are writing that boxes sound like cages. You know, we have somebody talking about how Star Island is right next to a shipping unit and a very short drive from an international airport. And that's where Diddy lives. There's apparently a huge shipping place right near Diddy's home in Miami. And it's also been confirmed that Diddy's mansion did have underground tunnels, and some actually say that they connected to the Playboy mansion near.
But don't stress, we're here to break it all down piece by piece. Gene Deal, who used to be Diddy's bodyguard and has already shared some serious insider info before, is back again with another major revelation. Gene's been dropping hints that Diddy might be using his son as a messenger, passing coded messages to his inner circle without the authorities catching on. So what exactly did the call sound like, and how did Gene even find out about it? Let's dive into this leaked conversation and uncover what Gene claims is really happening behind those prison walls. In this leaked phone call, Diddy supposedly drops a cryptic line that's got everyone talking. Get rid of all the pizza boxes. What? That strange phrase instantly lit up social media, and fans have been running wild with theories ever since. The wording sounds way too innocent to be innocent, and the way he said it, calm, direct, and serious, like it carried a deeper message only his son would understand. People can't stop asking what those pizza boxes might really stand for, and it's sending the internet into detective mode. But what's got everyone even more suspicious is the fact that Diddy's massive Miami mansion just happens to be located near a major shipping port, a place that sees containers, trucks, and deliveries moving in and out all day long. That detail alone has fans speculating that maybe pizza boxes wasn't about food at all. Some say it could be code for something being stored or hidden, while others think Diddy was warning his son to clean up evidence before the feds could show up again. The possibilities are endless, and every fan theory seems crazier than the last.
Okay, make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah.
It's obvious Diddy knew he was going in, and he had all this already set up on the outside for his son. And plastic could mean CDs. If he had some, videos on CDs or videos on flash drives, they're made of plastic. Even hard drives, a lot of them are made of plastic. So that could be what he's referencing. It could be a memory card, SD cards are made of plastic. So all that kind of lines up with what he's trying to say, which is get rid of the...
The scary part is that in certain circles, ordering pizza doesn't mean food. It's a way to describe arranging under-the-table deliveries of not-of-age workers, as if they're menu items.
Is just as simple as ordering pizza. You could order as fast as 15 minutes. There's ads on social media and even gaming platforms that look exactly like this. You could select what age, height, and other really disturbing factors.
But it doesn't stop there. Diddy then adds another strange line, telling his son to get rid of the plastic, and that right there sent the internet into a total meltdown. What plastic is he talking about? Could he be referring to something physical, or maybe something symbolic, like cutting ties with certain people? Fans are going wild trying to decode it all, connecting dots and rewatching the leaked audio over and over for clues. Whatever Diddy meant, one thing's for sure, he definitely knew this call would get people talking.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy? That's black. That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you got to realize he ran with that black, that Rat Pack. And I don't want even say their names, because they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats. But I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him. And him doing some things with some other people. So there's quite a few tapes that might be out there.
Gene gives rare insight into his mindset, revealing that he's not backing down, just handling things his way. He says that what's happening behind the scenes isn't for everyone to know, but insists that his mission for truth hasn't changed one bit. Fans may be divided about his behavior, but one thing's clear, Gene's still in the fight, and he's not letting outside noise throw him off track. As the buzz around Diddy and Gene keeps growing louder, it's clear this story is far from over. Every day, new clips, new insider tips, and new theories are popping up, turning this entire saga into one of the most talked about scandals in entertainment right now.
You believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff, I knew Puff Daddy, I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right.
Next, from the leaked phone calls and coded messages to Gene's emotional interviews and strange behavior, people can't stop connecting the dots, and it feels like we're only scratching the surface. Gene's latest comments have fans divided. Some see him as a truth teller risking everything to expose what's really been happening behind the curtain, while others think he might be playing a bigger game of his own. Either way, the tension between him and Diddy is impossible to ignore. Every move, every post, every word is being analyzed, and the mystery just keeps deepening. Could there be more recordings waiting to drop? Could Diddy's connections reach further than anyone expected? The internet is locked in, and no one wants to miss what happens next.
I would say this, it's kind of funny to me, man, is that Diddy used to hate Jay-Z. He hated Jay-Z enough when he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay-Z. This is back in the early 2000s. And one day, Ashler, Kushner, Diddy, and myself went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z. I've never been a Jay-Z fan, you know, like some of his music, the whole 9 yards. But when we went over to the, I think that was Prudential Center in Newark, and him and Puff met up, it was strange to me. Because I remember what Puff was trying to do. And then both of them, they was talking about something amongst each other, amongst all of us, and laughing and joking with each other. Then over the years, I see them giving garden parties. You understand what I'm saying? You could tell that the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line. So to separate him, when in fact they may be two of the same, but because Jay-Z is low-key, that low-key sneaky shit, and Diddy is, and was, rambunctious, just out with it, it don't mean that they're not two of the same. One just a little quiet with it.
What makes this all even crazier is how unpredictable it's become. One day it's about secret codes, the next it's rumors of A-list ties and Netflix deals. Everyone's trying to figure out what's real and what's just smoke, and with Gene refusing to stay silent, things could get even messier before the truth finally comes out. So now we've got to ask, What do you think is really going on? Is Gene truly exposing Diddy's hidden world, or is there another layer we're not seeing yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's see who's connecting the dots and who's just along for the chaos, because this story, it's not slowing down anytime soon.
So now, I said this title, Jay-Z and Diddy, are they two and the same? Diddy was number one. Jay was number two. Diddy was supposed to be the one that keep us in the dark. Puff was supposed to be that one who kept us in the dark. Then he have the musical talent of Jay-Z to back him up. That's why you seen them doing those events together. Having Robert Kraft sitting on the couch hugged up with him. Jay taking on a new identity with his hair. Dressing like his stylist. They got the same colors, the same thing on. What men you know do that? What grown-ass men you know dress like that? Would they dress, have the same colors and the same they have on with they stylist, they man, whoever the mother.
Gene Deal has been spilling insider details about Diddy for a long time, and he's not holding back now. For years, Gene's been one of the few people brave enough to speak openly about what really went on behind closed doors, and his latest claims are shaking things up again. According to Gene, Diddy himself once tried to reach out, not for a friendly chat, but to silence him. Gene says that Diddy wanted him to stop talking, to stop exposing the truth that's been making headlines and stirring controversy all over social media. But Gene isn't the type to fold under pressure. He's made it crystal clear that no amount of fame, money, or intimidation will make him back down. In his words, standing by the truth matters more than anything, and that's exactly what he's doing. Fans online have been praising him for refusing to stay quiet, calling him fearless for going up against someone as powerful as Diddy. Others, though, are warning that speaking out could come with serious consequences, especially when you're challenging a figure with that much influence. In the upcoming clip, Gene opens up about this tense exchange, revealing how Diddy supposedly tried to smooth things over before the situation exploded even further. He describes how that moment made him realize just how deep things might really go. And the way he tells it, you can feel the emotion, the tension, and the weight of everything he's been holding back.
Friend. Yo, check this out. I need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie.
Alright, Bob. It's crazy right now. Okay, so there's a lot going on here, but I could definitely tell that saying the Netflix movie is definitely associated with a freak-off videotape. That's pretty easy to put together. I don't know who this producer person is. That might be the one who's holding the tapes, maybe? I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, but he's not really spelling it out. And actually, there was a lawyer going on news stations telling everybody that multiple tapes are being chopped out. So this could be before that happened. And maybe that's his way of like keeping people silent by just letting people know that the tapes are out there, ready to be dropped.
Gene's message is loud and clear. He's not backing down, and he's ready to tell the world exactly what went down behind the scenes. Lately, people online have started whispering that something about Gene Deal just feels off. Fans who followed his updates for months are now questioning whether he's been acting differently, especially after that recent interview where his whole vibe seemed out of character. During the sit-down, Gene looked tense, distracted, and even a little paranoid, and that's all it took for the internet to explode with speculation. Clips from the interview started circulating across social media, with viewers analyzing every pause, every expression, and every strange comment. Some say Gene looked like a man carrying way too much weight on his shoulders, while others think someone might be trying to get to him behind the scenes. The energy he gave off didn't match the confident, outspoken Gene fans were used to, and that sudden shift has everyone wondering what's really going on. Is he just under stress from all the attention, or is something deeper happening that he can't talk about yet? Whatever it is, people can't stop debating it. The conversation around Gene's behavior has only grown louder, leaving everyone on edge and eager to find out if this change is just exhaustion or a sign that something big is about to come to light.
Well, considering that the is selling his own evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder, why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the darknet, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like...
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes, and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
Fans and followers can't stop speculating about what might be influencing Gene lately. After that strange interview, theories have been popping up everywhere. Some people think he's being pressured, while others believe he's just mentally drained from all the drama surrounding Diddy's situation. The internet is buzzing non-stop, trying to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes. Everyone wants to know, is Gene acting different because he's scared, or is he just tired of being in the spotlight? In the interview, Gene finally addresses the growing rumors head-on. He opens up about the pressure he's been feeling and how it's taken a toll on him. He explains that people don't really understand how heavy it is to constantly be questioned and criticized, especially when you're speaking out about something powerful and controversial. His tone is raw, emotional, and filled with frustration, but also determination.
I actually received the New York Post article from the person who contacted me to sell the tape. They sent me that article. I was not shocked by what I read in the article. I was hoping that even the client that I contacted would reach out and see and kind of alert that person that this was going on and to possibly help them. The person who has the tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere.
You know, we know that you've seen the footage. You talked about that last week when you were with us. So, you know, as you know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is there anything more you can tell us about that part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially ring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. If I was them, I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's the only way to ensure that it doesn't come out. You know, we're taught that God helps those who help themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
From what I'm hearing, I think so. I'm hearing whispers that there is at least one major network, possibly two, in a bidding war for that footage. So I believe we're sooner rather than later maybe finding out, unless that person comes and purchases the video themselves, which is really the goal of the people who have the video. They just, at this point, if that person doesn't want to purchase it, then it's going to go on the open market.
Some fans are convinced that Diddy's strange words are actually code for something big, something secret, maybe even valuable. Theories are flying left and right, and no one seems to agree on just one story. Gene Deal, who's been dropping one bombshell after another, has hinted that this phone call isn't as simple as it sounds. He's been suggesting that there's way more going on behind the scenes, and that Diddy might be using coded language to talk about things most people wouldn't even imagine. His latest claims have sent fans into a total frenzy, sparking endless late-night discussions and wild online debates. Now here's where it gets even more intense. Gene also mentioned that an A-lister was brought up in the leaked recording, and some people believe that star could be Justin Bieber. That one detail alone has turned social media upside down. Fans are digging through old interviews, old photos, and even past rumors, trying to connect the dots between Diddy and Bieber. Could there really be a hidden connection between them in all of this? Or is it just another internet stretch gone too far? The mystery just keeps growing, and everyone wants answers. Then, near the end of the call, Diddy suddenly asks his son, has Jay reached out yet? That one question has people completely losing it. Who's Jay? Is he talking about Jay-Z? Could it be someone else close to the family? Every word seems to have a deeper layer, and fans are dissecting it all like it's part of a movie script. Whatever Diddy's trying to say, one thing's clear. This conversation isn't random, and Gene's hints are making it even more suspicious. Diddy and Jay-Z have a long, tangled history that goes way back. Both of them exploded into fame around the same time, two powerhouses climbing the hip-hop ladder side by side, each building their empires while keeping a watchful eye on the other. Over the years, rumors have constantly swirled about their early run-ins, secret deals, and behind-the-scenes tension. People have always wondered what really went down between these two industry giants. Were they allies, rivals, or something in between?
Try to get somebody to reach out to you?
Now I got a phone call from Kirk Burrows. And Kirk Burrows, and I ain't gonna get this guy no play. Not Kirk Burrows, but one of the Puff dudes that I know that's real close to him said, Kirk told me, yo, he wanna reach out to you, Gene. He wanna speak to you. I said, speak to me for what? What do you want to speak to me for? If he's trying to speak to me, it's for Puff. Point blank. I know the dude. I know how close he is to Puff. He's been with Puff from day one. So he ain't got nothing to say to me, bro. But Kirk Burrows did say to me that the dude said enough is enough. When do it becomes enough? Yo, because, bro, listen. I didn't ask to be put in this situation. You understand? And a lot of people ain't going to understand this. Because a lot of people wouldn't give up what I've given up to be in this situation. You understand? My whole thing about it is, when you lean on right, you ain't gonna never turn to wrong. And my whole thing about it is that Puff wasn't right what he did to people around us, man. He wasn't right what he did to people around us. Him being hard-headed, not listening, and not telling the truth and constantly lying cost a lot of people their lives, man. It cost a lot of people their lives.
According to Gene Deal, though, things weren't as friendly as many fans thought. Gene claims that back in the early days, Diddy and Jay-Z weren't exactly hanging out like brothers. Their connection was more cautious, more business-minded. He suggests that both men were sizing each other up, testing the waters, and protecting their own turf in an industry where power meant everything. That revelation alone had fans digging through old photos, interviews, and award show moments to spot signs of tension between the two legends. But here's where it gets even stranger. During that leaked call, Diddy supposedly tells his son to reach out to the producer and make sure everyone knows the release date for their upcoming Netflix project. Wait, what Netflix project? That single line threw social media into chaos. People are now wondering if this mysterious release is connected to Diddy's past, or if it's part of a bigger plan that's still unfolding while he's behind bars. Could this be a warning, a distraction, or maybe a coded message about something dropping soon? Whatever it means, it's keeping everyone glued to their screens, desperate to figure out what Diddy and Jay-Z might be planning next.
About this lawyer named Tony Busby. He's saying that he got over 120 victims.
I believe it when I see it in the court documents. I believe it when I see it, on court television. I believe it. I believe it, bruh, because I don't believe it. I don't believe not 120 people, bruh. They just opening the floodgates. This shit is crazy, bruh. 120 people. I don't believe it, man. So first and foremost, they would have to do a lot of interviews and interrogations on these people. Talk with them when, where, why, how. Do you ever think he ever gonna have a hearing? Is he ever gonna go to court? You know how long it would take to interview 120 people on a essay case? That's a lot of interviewing, bro. That's not happening. There's no way in this earth that that they say 120 people was victimized by this dude. It's no way. I don't believe it. They probably don't believe it. I think they just opened the floodgates or something like that. How did they get 120 people to come forward this quick?
He didn't really go into detail like that. He just said that it was 120 people, including minors. But he did say one of the minors gave Diddy fellatio.
Oh my God. Oh man, listen here. And he trying to get bail? He trying to come home? Nah. If any of that is halfway true, bruh, I don't know what the hell to think. All I know is that there's no way in hell that they got 120 some people ready to come to court and sue them. Listen, what they gonna do? A class action lawsuit? They're gonna put them all together in one bundle and sue him, his companies, everything? Because they can't sue them individually. Because if you sue him, I don't think there's enough money to sue 120 people to sue him individually. So it's crazy that I just don't believe, bro. And that's hard to fathom. 120 people that came forward outside the 50 people that was last week, or that's with.
Nah, this is one lawyer with 120 people.
So that's 170 people all together, bro. It's no way. It can't be that much assault in the world. It's no way. What was that? Who was one of the mass of all time? He outdid Jack the Ripper. He outdid Jack the Ripper, man. The Boston Strangler. He just don't have no bodies that we know about. That's crazy, man. I don't believe that, Mighty. I really don't. I don't think that you can legitimately get 120 people to say that Sean John Combs molested them. I don't believe that.
So you don't believe it, you personally? Because I mean, Diddy, he has been throwing parties since the 90s.
But you talking about somebody saying that he assaulted them. What do they consider the assault? They had to go there and see and speak with the people and interview them and see if, you know, they may consider some of that shit being consensual. They may think some of the people don't have a case. What if somebody say he touched my butt? He pat me on my butt. That could have been an accident. He brushed up against me. We don't know what these people are saying. On this one, bruh, I'm giving Puff the benefit of the doubt.